Police struggle to hold back pro-Palestine protesters trying to disrupt the live network TV event. This guy was brandishing a swastika, the ultimate symbol of hate. Others set fire to Israeli flags and a police officer's hat. When protesters couldn't reach
Hey guys, welcome back to Huey Perception. So you've seen that we um, so what we have going on, obviously in New York, is these guys losing their mind. From what you've seen on the first clip, I'm gonna show the rest of the clip a little bit later, but right now we just gonna briefly talk about it. Like these guys are losing their mind. The thing is, honestly, what the way I look at it is. Like, if you really have a big issue with what's going on in a different country, go put your feet on the ground and help from there. I think parading around in a different country doesn't help as much as it does as if you were there. I mean, I can be angry at anything going on in the world. I can be mad at Waffle House, but why would I go parade around IHOP and be mad at Waffle House? Yeah, Waffle House may get some attention, but I'm only disrupting IHOP in reality. So let's be honest. Like the only thing they disrupting is the United States. So if you, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. If I was president, I'd be like, look, you guys want to go? I'm gonna give everybody that wanna go a first class ticket straight to Gaza. Now I'm gonna let you guys do whatever you wanna do. Make sure you have your passports. But when you come back, all that cease. We don't want to hear none of that. We don't want to see no swastikas. We don't want to see hats burning. We don't want to see. Nobody should be going nuts when they come back this way. Why? Because we as adults and Americans, you move here, you move to America, or you come across 10 countries, or you were born. It doesn't matter. When you hear, you hear. And I think you should act as if you are. Like, this country is the one that's taking care of you. Don't bite the hand of the place that feeds you. I understand everything in America is imperfect. But I've been to different countries. It's 30 times different worse. It's 30 times worse in these different countries. 30 times worse. You have uh, people out in Afghanistan using the ground using the bathroom on the ground. You have people in Africa can barely get water in some areas. Don't get me wrong. Half of the streets dirty everywhere else. Mexico, they can barely find jobs. And then when you go to UK and all these other places, yeah, they are a little bit better, but you don't get as much food as you want. It's different things that and plus a lot of Americans wouldn't be able to fit in these different areas, like these different countries, no matter what. Americans stick out like a sore thumb. We're spoiled. If you go into a different country, which you're spoiled attitude, just like the girl that went to Dubai a few months back, went to jail, you will you will find out that these countries don't play.
the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree lights up, but close by, out of camera range, police struggle to hold back pro-Palestine protesters trying to disrupt the live network TV event. This guy was brandishing a swastika, the ultimate symbol of hate. Others set fire to Israeli flags and a police officer's hat. When protesters couldn't reach the Rockefeller Center tree, they gathered at another tree outside Fox News headquarters. 7 people were arrested in clashes with cops.
Whoa!
Ted Goodman, a political advisor to Rudy Giuliani, confronted the protesters.
Nobody here can answer what happened on October 7th.
He was led away by cops for his own protection. More hostages are being freed as the fragile ceasefire continues to hold. 21-year-old Mia Shem, her arms stiff and immobile, looks pale as she's led through a baying crowd to a Red Cross ambulance. She was shot on October 7th, and Hamas made a propaganda video showing her heavily bandaged arm. Her aunt claims she was operated on by a veterinarian. Here's how she looked before she was kidnapped at the music festival. And this is the moment the 21-year-old was reunited with her mom. And tragic news about the fate of the 10-month-old baby hostage and his 4-year-old brother, known as the Reds, who have been reported dead by Hamas. The terrorists released this cruel propaganda video in which their distraught father begs for their bodies to be buried in Israel along with his wife. Hamas continues to keep him captive. Meanwhile, the mother of a Palestinian student shot in Vermont at Thanksgiving with his 2 friends is speaking out on The View.
To have this happen in the United States is just so frightening. I can't even, I don't know what else to say other than that. I'm afraid.
Real deal, you will get no boom. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a break. I want you guys to go ahead and check out the video, then we'll come back and we'll discuss. All right, you guys, you seen that, you heard. Like, what aggravates me about the entire situation? I mean, these guys was riding, like going back to 2020, like not necessarily as bad as George Floyd, but like really, really bad. And I mean, jumping on police cars, burning stuff, and this is Christmas. Like, this is a day that's supposed to be there for the family. Like, this is crazy. But what aggravates me the most is it's only 7 arrests. You got a group of people, and you telling me you only arrest 7? Like 7 people out of the entire, like, what, what the hell? Out of all the people, you only arrest 7? That's insane. That is insane. Yeah, look. So, like, I don't get it. And what makes it even worse is people keep up with what's going on. They will understand that we are in the middle of a ceasefire. And on top of that, we have hostages coming back, and they're getting connected with the family and everything. And also, it, these people are being pro-Palestinian, and the reason behind it, like you really like look into it, it doesn't make any sense. Like you want these people to give these people their land. Yeah, and this is I'm pretty sure you want these people to give their land, but that'd be the equivalent to America giving the Indians their land. Is that what we want? Is that really what we want? You know, granted, history is ups and downs. History wouldn't be history if it wasn't. Sometimes it was good, sometimes it was bad. History can never be perfect. Like, let's be honest. History is always going to have crazy things happen. That is the point of history and fixing history. If it wasn't for history, we wouldn't be able to learn and get better over time. So we will have things happen in history. So you don't lose your mind, you just figure out a solution. People losing their mind now, and that's because the wrong people are in charge. When you got the wrong people in charge, too many sensitive minds in charge, you get people that's emotional. And then what makes it like what blows my mind is you telling me these people are like standing behind Hamas. Like these guys are literally they're literally creating textbook terrorist videos. Like if you haven't seen textbook terrorist videos, they look like terrorists from the videos they making. It's insane. It blows my mind. They look like terrorists. And then also, uh, a good thing is one of the 21-year-olds that was kidnapped, she's back. She was a hostage. She's back with the family. She is from what they said she was shot. She's back with the family. That's great. But these guys killed two kids. How can you stand behind a bunch of most likely men killing kids? They killed two kids. What was it, a 10-year-old? No, a 10-month-old and a 4-year-old. Can you believe that? Oh, man. This is just a crazy story. But, like, keep ready for the next video. Good rest of the day.